Hey everybody, Jesse here with Owenergy Studios, and we are joined by Melissa Villaseñor. Did I say that correctly?
Villaseñor.
Villaseñor, okay. And Andrew Barber.
Hey,
Well, you guys both have shows tonight, right? Like,
Yes.
like
Are you?
I'm
shortly after this interview. I'm pretty sure.
Are you? Yeah, I'm at Brea Improv. Where, Andrew? Where are you? Are you here in LA too? Or?
no, I'm in Vancouver where I live. I
Oh,
actually
okay, okay.
was down there. I've been down there a couple times. I think I did the same show as you last year. I think we both did Tomorrow with
Ron Lynch.
Ron Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I know. You did the Owen there too. It was
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. I remember.
Wow.
I remember. That's right. Of course.
Melissa, you're described as an actress, writer, stand-up comedian, and I added impressionist
Yes,
because, okay, so yeah,
definitely. That's
yeah,
definitely been
yeah.
my.
Your body of work includes Adventure Time. You do voices for Adventure Time, is that correct?
Yes.
Uh, Family Guy. You were on America's Got Talent. You were in a movie called 41-Year-Old Virgin Who Knocked Up Sarah Marshall and Felt Super Bad About It.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do the awesome Owen Wilson meditation, which I think a lot of people are familiar with. Can we uh, can we expect to see you in any more movies at all anytime soon?
Anytime soon. There's a movie coming out that my friends put together called Late in America, and it stars two big YouTube stars.
Okay.
That Bad Weather Films that should be out on iTunes. I play a cat lady teacher who's very sad and creepy, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
How did the Owen Wilson meditation come about?
I think I always thought of him as that way, the hippie type. I think even like years ago, I liked just the peaceful Owen. I think it was mainly inspired by the Zoolander Hansel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think last year I do this show, Tom Papa show at Largo, and he had this sketch, and it was actually Matt Damon in the show too, and he played Matthew McConaughey. So he wrote it as Owen and Matthew McConaughey meditating, and then I think that subconsciously went in my brain, and just a bunch of things formed, and it made me happy in times of when I get angry and stuff. Like he's an impression that always helps calm me.
Andrew, you describe yourself as being a Vancouver-based comedian, actor, writer, director, and editor.
Correct.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see here. I have a couple questions for individually, and then I have questions kind of for both of you guys. You guys can answer them however you want. We'll start with Melissa. You've done a lot of celebrity impressions: Gwen Stefani, Wanda Sykes, Bjork. What is your personal favorite?
Owen's always number one. You agree, Andrew? I don't
It's
know.
like one of the only ones I do. So yeah.
Uh, um, yeah, Owen is like the one of like I've been doing that impression for 10 years, and it's never once annoyed me. But
10
like,
years?
yeah, I
Wow.
remember I was 17 when I started working on it, but I would do it at open mics, and people didn't know who he was yet. So he was, and I think just an impression for that long that's never bugged me. It's pretty amazing because all the other ones, they just get real annoying.
I remember watching some of your videos, and you would say "wow," and that was kind of our thing. You know, we made the "wow" video thanks to
Yeah.
Andrew, because if it wasn't for Andrew, none of this would exist. So
Uh,
we were actually watching the Andrew the the Vancouver, the Owen Wilson, Help Owen Wilson Explore Vancouver, I think it's called. And
Oh, Wilson loves Vancouver.
okay, that's it, yeah. And you'd say "wow" a lot, and we were watching it, and we are like, does Owen Wilson really say "wow" a lot? So we watched a couple of his movies, and he does say
yeah.
"wow" a lot. But then I watched one of your older videos, Melissa, and you were saying "wow" in that, and I was like, a lot of people know about this Owen Wilson saying "wow." It's kind of weird. How does that come about? How do you realize that an actor says "wow" a lot? How does that come about?
Um, I think you just pick it up by watching him so much, and then I think, yeah, I think it's just you hear it, and it's ingrained. I think when you really study someone, or they become your favorites, and you just realize. Even that goes with mannerisms. That goes with phrases. You know, like I don't know. I guess yeah. Every impression has something that they repeat.
Okay.
You know.
Awesome. Yeah, he repeats a lot of lines a lot. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
pretty interesting.
when I was coming up with that, I actually there was a massive call for a new version of the show in living color, which I don't
I
think
love that show.
happened with. They were trying to remake it, and so they put a massive call out for people to submit videos in the same way you would submit for SNL or something. So you needed to have a couple impressions. I didn't have any at the time. I was trying to rack my brain on who I could do, and he just kind of popped into my head. And that was the very first word that I even said to try and think about doing him. But in hindsight, I really didn't watch that many of his movies. It was just kind of popped into my head. So I think subconsciously I'd probably seen him say it a few times. And it
Yeah.
just sort of sums up kind of his personality in some of the films that he does. That word is kind of his attitude in a lot of, well, clearly it is. He says it a lot. When I saw your video, I was amazed. I had no idea he actually said it that many times.
Yeah.
So must have left an
It's
impression.
pretty amazing that you subconsciously picked that up. Okay, so
Oh, but I'm sorry. I meant
go
to
ahead.
just say. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I still didn't answer the question, but I think my my other favorites are Wanda Sykes and Gwen Stefani. Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway, that's it. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I love the Bjork.
Oh, Bjork, yeah, that one
That's
too.
really
I like
good.
just the ones that I could emotionally feel like they'd help me out and be
I
my
thought
friend.
that was a strange impression to choose,
Yeah.
but familiar with Bjork. So, Melissa, you started a Kickstarter campaign to make a show called Real Girl, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Can you tell us a little about that?
Yes, it's a pilot based on my show, like based on a time in my life where I was only needed for impressions, and I felt like I wasn't needed as me. And especially when I would go on stage, when I was on the road, it was just this demand of, and I couldn't feel. And there was also a time of like I was 24 or 25 at a time when I want to figure out who I am. So it's kind of this kind of a crisis that I felt all at the same time of growing, but I can't grow type of thing.
Okay, awesome.
And so it's me trying to find my voice on stage and stand up as well as in my real life without impressions.
Will we ever see the pilot?
Well, I hope so. We filmed a teaser video, so there's scenes that we filmed that would be through the arc of the season, and it's just a process right now of, getting it ready in order to pitch.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you're not ready to show it off yet.
No, I'm not yet. I don't think unless it's we pitch it to a lot of places. Then if it ends up becoming a web series, and that'll be the time to see it, I think.
Okay, so you said there wouldn't be any impressions in it?
No, there are impressions. There are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there are impressions. Okay. Yeah, because I saw a picture. I think it was on Twitter. It was of you as Owen, and of course that piqued my interest.
Yeah.
So Owen will pop in.
There's impressions. It's like the impressions that help me out in life.
Well, yeah, we haven't talked about your body of work, Andrew. So you were you did some stuff for This Hour Has 22 Minutes. You do a ton of improv shows. You have one tonight at 7:30 at the
Vancouver Theatre Sports League.
And you've done some impersonations, obviously. Owen Wilson, Freddie Mercury is one of them.
Oh, cool. I need to check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh, thank you. It's not so much of an impression as it is just a really stupid video.
Well, I loved it, so
thank you.
People should check that out, definitely. You did the Owen Wilson Ice Bucket Challenge, which was really good. It's hilarious.
I got more views on that than I wanted. It's more so for my friends, but I guess it's come up when people have looked at my other videos. So.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. These are questions that are kind of for both of you guys. How did you get into comedy? I don't know if you guys have already answered this or not. But...
I started doing theater. I did a theater program in Vancouver for a couple of years, and I really enjoyed it. I got a lot out of it, but at the end of that, I realized I didn't really get a whole lot out of just doing the dramatic stuff. I really wanted to pursue comedy, and it took a couple of years of just working after that and not really knowing exactly what I wanted to do. And my girlfriend at the time suggested to start doing improv because I said I couldn't do it. I had tried it before with people that also had no idea what they were doing. And once I actually started taking some classes, I realized it's not actually that difficult if you start with the basics and actually have someone teach you. And once I started doing improv, I started doing characters at stand-up venues all over the place, doing a lot more improv, and now I've been doing improv for 7 years, and that lent itself to just kind of being better at doing characters and making my own videos and stuff like that.
Awesome. Melissa? Same question.
Yes. Well, I was 12 when I realized I could do impressions, and then I knew that was it. I knew I was going to do comedy and acting and everything, and then I started at the Laugh Factory comedy camp when I was 15, and then I went to junior college for a little bit. I didn't show up. I thought it was dumb, and then and then I just started going to open mics, and when I was like 19, and then that was it. I knew as a kid, so it was kind of, there was no other option. Yeah.
Awesome.
Which was weird because I was very shy and quiet and creepy, but I still am. Anyway.
Okay, so I got a question for Andrew. It's kind of a weird question. Having watched a lot of Owen Wilson movies this year, me and my brothers, we've watched every Owen Wilson movie maybe 20 times just this year, just trying to get the stuff down. And we recognized somebody from one of your videos. It was the Reddit experience, and he was also in Drill Bit Taylor. His name was, and I don't know if I'm saying this correctly.
Maddie Carter-Ropel.
Yes.
I think that's how you pronounce
yes,
it.
no. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what I'm talking about, yes.
Oh, you're friends with him too?
Oh yeah, I met him when I was down in Hollywood. I was there for a couple months, like a few years ago. I forget how I met him. Maybe just at a comedy show or something, and I just made a video while I was down there and got him to do a little part in that.
So,
He's one of my best friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did one of his pizza party shows too. Yeah, he's great. He's a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of thinking there was like some sort of connection there with Owen Wilson and you doing the impression, but maybe not. Maybe that's a little far-fetched.
Oh no, that was just a random connection there.
Just a coincidence, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Where did you guys get your wigs? And do you still have them?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely have it. I have a friend who makes a lot of videos named Ryan Steele, and he has a whole suitcase full of wigs under his bed, and so I just knew that he would have one close enough. And I don't think it's the greatest wig for Owen Wilson's hair, but he lent it to me, and then when I made the video and the video did fairly well, he just said, "You can keep it." So now I get to keep the wig.
Awesome. Cool.
Mine is, I always forget about this. I had a job at Days of Our Lives, a soap opera, when I was 19, and they let me film behind the scenes for their site, and they just let me film. They gave me money to buy wigs, and I got the Owen wig at a place in Burbank. But it was that Owen wig I'm very protective of because I remember it being over $200.
Well
and
worth it.
I think it's a woman's. It looks more like for a woman, but it worked. But it's definitely the golden wig that I've had.
Well, both of your wigs are amazing. So, will you guys be doing any other Owen Wilson videos in the future? I know, Melissa, you've done quite a few. Even recently, you did the Owen Wilson meditation part 2 very recently. But
Yes.
Andrew, you haven't done any Owen Wilson stuff in quite some time.
Yeah, I made that a couple of years ago, and I kind of like to just always do new stuff. So I'm working on like a Steve Buscemi video that I want
That's
to do
awesome.
the next few months. It's very intimidating because
Okay.
I think that's going to need a little bit more makeup and stuff like that. But the Owen Wilson one, it's always still in the back of my mind. I guess I could. It's certainly the most requested thing of YouTube comments that I do one. I don't know. I guess I should.
Well, yeah, it's really good. I mean, you definitely should. Absolutely.
I think it's like also Owen, you could put him in any location and it's just so easy and fun in any situation, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think what you were saying was accurate. Like Melissa, it's fun to do an impression where you can actually feel like you are the character, rather than just doing an impression vocally. And I think that makes it a little bit more exciting. So
Yeah.
I think playing him, let's say in a video, is a bit more exciting than maybe just doing a voice of somebody.
Right.
Okay, so I got one more question, and then I'll let you guys go. This is for Andrew. The weed that you smoke in the Vancouver, the Owen Wilson Loves Vancouver, is that real weed?
No, that was tobacco. I had something else to do later that night, and so I couldn't really smoke 3 joints at one time.
Okay.
But it did make me feel really ill. So
Oh, well, that's too bad.
maybe I should just use it.
All right, well, that's awesome. Hey, thank you guys for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope this wasn't a complete waste of your guys' time.
No, this is awesome.
Not at all.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you. It's nice to see you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of slowing down here at the end, so there's going to be some quality issues at the end, just to give you a warning. But I am going to upload it hopefully later tonight. Today, this marks 2 special occasions. This is our first interview, so this is the very first interview Owenergy Studios has ever done, including myself. I've never done an interview, so if I seem like I haven't done an interview before, I have not. This is the first one, and also it's Owen Wilson's birthday today, so.
Oh,
Hey, wow.
There we go.
Wow, yeah, happy birthday. Give me a cupcake.
All right, yeah, that's what I wanted. That's awesome. Perfect. Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time. You guys are just
Oh,
really
yeah.
awesome for doing that.
You
So,
too.
hey, you
Cheers.
guys, yep,
Yeah.
stay positive. See ya.
You too.